You asked for it, America, and it is here. We're talking about Random Acts of Kindness Day, and joining us to talk about this, and I'm going to argue important day, is Megan B. Murphy. She is sort of an ambassador for Nextdoor, which is something that I check in with all the time in my neighborhood. Megan, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. So yes, Random Acts of Kindness Day, February 17th. For me, it's like Christmas because it's an excuse to practice kindness, and it's the one thing that's free and there's never enough of it.
All right. So give us some suggestions about how we execute Random Acts of Kindness Day.
So with Nextdoor, we like to talk about neighbor care. We know what self-care is, but neighbor care is taking care of your neighbors. And how do we do that, right? There are so small little ways to do that. For me, I think sometimes it's as simple as putting your phone in your pocket when you're walking your dog and making eye contact with your neighbors, smiling, giving someone a compliment, saying, have a nice day. You know, my neighbor took in my garbage cans the other day. My other neighbor took out my recycling when we were away. Those small little acts, maybe it's raining and you tuck someone's packages under the awning so they don't get wet. You're baking a batch of muffins and you bring the extra ones across the street. What can you do to connect with your community and show your neighbors that you care?
I like the thinking a lot. One of the things I like to do when I ride my bicycle at 5 o'clock in the morning, because we're a small fraternity that time of day out there riding bicycles, is I say good morning. Say good morning to everybody. And, 90% of the time I get a good morning back.
It's such a it's these small little gestures that make people feel seen and help us connect with our community. And at Nextdoor, we did a survey, and knowing as few as 6 people in your community can help with feelings of anxiety and depression and loneliness. So those relationships, those small interactions really matter a lot.
And you and I have both mentioned the Nextdoor app in this conversation. How can the Nextdoor app help us connect with our neighbors and help us with this Random Acts of Kindness Day?
So for those of you who don't know, Nextdoor is the ultimate neighborhood network. You download the Nextdoor app on your phone, you look for that little green N, and what it really does is help you connect with your community. So I have 3 kids, right? I know parents from school. I know, other families from like the lacrosse field, but I might not have otherwise known somebody 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away, someone with younger kids, or perhaps a widow, a couple blocks away. What the Nextdoor app does is it creates community. It makes your network smaller and helps you really feel a part of your zip code.
And is the Nextdoor app a place where we can go for inspiration for Random Acts of Kindness Day?
Absolutely. So we're celebrating hard, and we're using the hashtag #KindNeighbor. And we're really encouraging people that when you practice these acts of kindness, share with the hashtag #KindNeighbor. You can also follow Nextdoor on Instagram to hear more of these stories, because kindness really is contagious. And when I hear about you smiling, it makes me want to smile more. When I hear about somebody baking muffins for their neighbor, it might inspire me to do the same. So let's make that kindness contagious and share those good deeds with the hashtag #KindNeighbor.
And Megan, where can we go for more information on Random Acts of Kindness Day?
So you can download the Nextdoor app or follow Nextdoor on Instagram for lots of inspiring ways to celebrate Random Acts of Kindness Day and to spread that kindness like confetti every day of the year.
She is Megan B. Murphy. She is our source of light and knowledge on the event we call Random Acts of Kindness Day. Megan, thanks so much for joining us today on Lifestyle Live.